trying to get this set up. Let's see. All right. Trying to make it so it won't fall down. Let me put something behind the phone. Ugh. That's the thing about doing this on my phone. Okay. All right. I think I got you. I think I got it set up. All right. That was work. Happy Thursday, everybody. Decided to do another unscheduled live stream popping up on you guys. Hope everybody's day is going well. Don't forget to smash that like button as you come in. Hey, Sunday. I haven't seen you in so long. How are you? Happy Thursday. I'm live streaming from work today. Having a coffee break. Oops. I'm doing good. Let me make sure this thing stays up. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'm on my phone and I'm trying to just make sure it stays sitting up. Yeah, I came on yesterday. It was pretty cool, actually. Thank you. Yeah, I know when I stream at night, I do an avatar, but when I come on during the day, I'm on my phone, so no avatar. You get to see me. I have the stupid impeachment hearings on mute in the background, though. Are you at work? Are you at home? You listening? Are you listening to him? Hey, Angel. How are you? Yeah, I'm at home. I work from home. How you doing, Angel? I missed you last night in my live. Yeah, I'm watching them. They're just on mute. Because it's a bunch of the same stuff. They just keep saying the same stuff over and over. They ask the same question over and over again. You know, everybody in Congress must be a lawyer. Because they ask the questions over and over the same way. Did you? Yeah. Yeah. And I did talk about the resources and stuff too on that too, Angel. But I mean, you know, just like I know, it's real, you know. So I discussed it in that video. You know, Angel, I don't know if you realized, but the other night when we were on live, the reason I had to end the live so abruptly was because my son was about to have a meltdown. So that's why I had to stop that live the other night. And last night we didn't have any issues. But yeah, I don't know what triggered it, but I decided last night when I did the live that I didn't have nothing, the TV wasn't on or anything, and that seemed to work. I don't know what it was, but something had him on edge the other night. So, but I'm glad it's the day before Friday. And I'm glad that I don't have to sing at church this Sunday. My son does. He went to his rehearsal last night. He did real good, too. He loves to sing, so hopefully he's going to sing out. But I know what's going to happen is that I'm going to have to listen to the songs for the next 2 days. He's going to play them all the time on his phone when he's home. Because it's going to be his obsession for 2 days. Yeah, he has a nice voice, I think. You know, he wants to be a tenor, but he's a baritone. You know, he wants to be a tenor, though. But his voice is baritone, and he can still hit some of those tenor notes, but he's not a tenor anymore. What the heck is wrong with this person? Oh, I don't know why they do this. I'm just looking at something I gotta fix. Because somebody didn't bother to read the notes before they did what they did. But yeah, he loves to sing. I haven't been to karaoke in a while, but he loves to sing at karaoke. Oh, the Clark sisters. I like that old song that they did. Sunshine. Yeah, you brought the sunshine. I like the daughter too of I think it's Dorinda. Or is it Karen? It's Karen. Karen's daughter. I like her too. I know they do. I know they do. That's just my favorite song by them. But I like the stuff that Karen did by herself too. I like the stuff that she did by herself. I don't know what this person's doing on this. They messed it up, and I gotta fix it. Yeah, they do. They do. They do. They do. But I really like their their ethics about their singing and trying not to be compromising in their singing. But yeah, I love them. I like Yolanda Adams too. I especially like her early stuff, the early stuff that she did on Ben Tankard's label that he had that's no longer around. Like the Through the Storm. Man, that's like my song. Through the Storm. I love that song. Like, I can sing, but I wish I had a voice like Yolanda Adams. I can't do that. I don't have a gospel-y voice. I don't have that kind of voice that can do those growls and stuff that they do when they're singing, growling out the notes. But yeah, I love gospel music. Did you guys see the Soul Train Awards this weekend? My choir director, her sons were on there. Yeah. Yeah, her two of her sons were on the Soul Train Awards. One of them performed and the other one accompanied him. Her Her youngest son is the artist Sir. And then her middle son is the one who just won that rap competition on Netflix, Rhythm and Flow, D-Smoke. And so Sir sang a song and D-Smoke accompanied him on the piano and sang with him. And it was funny. It's online. I think it's on BET's YouTube. And it's so funny because a lot of people, they didn't know that D-Smoke could sing because he just won this rap competition. But all three of them can sing. It's three brothers. They were signed like when they were younger to a deal with Gerald Busby way back in the day. But it happened like right before he died. And so that's why it didn't happen. Hey, Darren. Hey, AKA James. How you guys doing? Yeah, so they were on the BET Awards and people were surprised that D-Smoke could sing. But what they don't realize is that, hey, Miss Toya. I know. It's on live today. I'm gonna rewatch the one today of Autism Live. Going over there and finish watching it, Miss Toya. Cause I'm usually over there, but I decided to come on before they went off. I was over there in the clouds earlier. But yeah, a lot of people don't know that that new guy that came out, D-Smoke, who won on that Rhythm and Flow. A lot of people don't know that he's also a songwriter. And he wrote Never for Jaheim. Y'all know that song? Never. He wrote that. And got an ASCAP award for it 12 years ago. Got an ASCAP award for Never 12 years ago. And it took 12 years from him getting that ASCAP award as a songwriter for him to go on Rhythm and Flow and give them fire. You guys, if you go out and look on YouTube and look for this song called The Last Supper by D-Smoke. It's the song that he did in the finale of Rhythm and Flow. The song is fire. Exactly, Darren. Because he and his brother, he really thought that when he got that ASCAP award for Never, that it was going to happen for him. And it didn't. And he was still in college when that happened. So then he finished up his degree, went on to be a teacher, and had been teaching all this time, and still in the studio, still doing, throwing stuff out there, producing for other artists, doing all of that. But you look at Last Supper, and there's a line in there where he says, even Jesus and Judas were homies. The song is deep. It's a hip hop song, but he's a conscious rapper. It's deep. But it took a while. I mean, because he's in his 30s. He's in his 30s coming out. And people are trying to compare him to Kendrick, but him and Kendrick, they not even the same. Because Kendrick is an artist. D-Smoke is an artist, a producer, a musician, a composer. He does it all. And he's bilingual because he got his degree in Spanish. And one of his things that he hopes to do is to get more black people to be bilingual, to learn Spanish. You know? But yeah, look at that song on YouTube. I promise you, you will like it. You will like it. And I think he put it on his EP that he just put out. He put out an EP called Inglewood High. Because that's where he went to high school. So, you don't want to learn Spanish Sunday. Well, I speak Spanish. You know, I'm Afro-Latina, so, and my dad speaks fluent Spanish. But, you know, I know what he's talking about. He's talking about the fact that, you know, in a lot of communities, especially like out here on the West Coast and in the LA area, that's who we live around. It's black and brown. We have a Native American who are forced not to speak our own language. Yep, I know. And you know, and then the wild thing about that Sunday is that I forget which war it was in. One of the wars, they used Navajos and used the Navajo language to send signals so people wouldn't understand what was being carried between the soldiers. I can't remember which war that was in, but I remember that they used the Navajo language, and they had all of these Navajo Indians that were special soldiers in the army, or in the service for that. I think they were in the army. They did a movie about it too. I don't know what the Navajo language is, to be honest with you. But it was some Navajo dialect. You know. So it's some movie they did about it too. No, it wasn't Spanish. It wasn't Spanish. But I think, you know, he's aiming this more at the younger generation, you know, so that there's not so much division between black and brown to feed into the agenda. But I understand where you're coming from, Sunday, because, you know, they basically, you know, just like they did with, you know, the slaves, they also took the languages away from the Native Americans. You know, because all of the different Native Americans spoke different. They didn't all speak the same languages. You know, Navajo spoke one, Sioux spoke another, Cherokee spoke another. I don't know. I don't live in New York, but I know that I know you have a lot of there may be some kind of discrimination. You have you know, some black Latins that don't want to claim their blackness and only claim wherever it is their family's from. Yeah, they definitely want to use people for political gain, but D-Smoke is just more about you know, positivity and everybody really getting along. So that's really what his aim is, in wanting people to know another language. Because if you think about it, whatever it is that our ancestors spoke, we don't speak. We all speak English. We don't even know what our ancestors spoke. You know? So it's like that. Yeah. But I don't know. I don't see that with everyone, you know? But that is with some. But part of that is the mentality of a lot of Black Americans, because they think that they're too good for certain jobs and they don't want to do them. And other people will do those jobs, no problem. Yeah. Well, see, yeah, New York is really, really different. You know, Sunday, it is. It's really different. You know, because you have, you know, like, you have Panamanians who are Latina or Latino, but they're quicker to claim their Blackness because most of them are very dark. And then you have Dominicans and Puerto Ricans where all you get is, I'm Dominican, I'm Puerto Rican, you know, with their black face. So, you know, you have people that hate part of their ancestry. So, you know, it is what it is. Yep. Cause they got the good hair. They got the good hair. They supposedly have the right amount of mix of us and something else. That part. But they still want to be part of us because they know the power in being us. It's just what it is. That's why I tell people you need to love the skin that you're in. Don't hate who you are. Don't hate who you are. See, I don't even understand why this person did this stupidness. They have an approval in the file, and then they still put this other crap in it. I'm just fussing, guys, at somebody about a file. They're not going to hear what I'm saying, but they'll see it in their score on this file. You know, I mean, I know I have some white in me, but it ain't close enough. You know, my last name is Irish. You know, on both sides. You know, my mom's family has Irish. My dad's family has Irish. You know, but the Irish on my dad's family came here from Cuba. And a lot of people don't know that even though the Irish were not slave owners or dealt with slaves in the United States, they did in Cuba. And hence you have a lot of people who are of Cuban descent that are black that have Irish last names. Because some Irish man defiled somebody back in the day. Yep, I know. I know. And then you have ones who are biracial who do look white. You know, but I just say love who you are. It doesn't even matter. I have friends that are full-blown, or I guess they're full-blown Native American, but they look white. Look white. Don't look Native at all. But apparently, but they're able to prove it because they went to college for free. Hey, sad kid. Are we gonna be nice today, sad kid? We're just talking, sad kid. We're not talking about anything really. We're just on here just chit-chatting. That is all we're doing. I just did a pop-up and we're just chit-chatting. While I'm working. How is your day going? Hey, Miss BT, B-Town, how are you? Happy Thursday. I'm getting ready to tear this person's file up with one click. And I just erased all of their data. But we weren't even talking about racism. That's not what we were talking about, sad kid. We were just talking about how Hispanics are in the boroughs in New York. You know, that's what we were talking about. Hey, Clayton Irish. And I was talking about my ancestry being Irish and how it was Irish, and my father's family being from Cuba. I was given history on that. So, that's what we were talking about, sad kid. And then I was talking about an artist, a rapper, who wants to encourage African Americans to be bilingual and learn Spanish or another language. So that's how we got on this conversation. You always say, I think the skin color matters. I don't. But a lot of people do think it matters. That's why it comes into play. But I wasn't even talking about skin color. I was just talking about people's ethnicity or who their ancestry was. That's what I was talking about. And that may or may not have skin color on it. You know. So. African Americans to learn what? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're saying, sad kid. You're not making sense to me. What you're saying isn't making sense. I'm not sure what sad kid is saying, though, guys. Not sure what sad kid is saying. Okay, bye, sad kid. Bye. Because I'm not... I think you, once again, walked in the middle of a conversation and misunderstood what was being said. But that's okay. Go on and go ahead and, take care of your business. That's fine. Interesting. Northern Italy. I have a friend who was adopted, and I think that his parents are from North Africa. Okay. That would be like Moorish. That would be like the Moors. And they were in like southern Spain and southern Italy. Well, I mean, you know what, sad kid? Being called African Americans, that's up for debate. You know? So, it doesn't even really matter. You know? Yeah, that's what I was saying Sunday. That's what I was saying. If it's showing that your ancestry is from Northern Africa and you know that one of your parents is Italian, then yeah, it would say that they're probably like from southern Italy, like Sicilian, like my friend, because his adoptive parents are from northern Italy, but he knows that his biological parents were of Sicilian descent. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, the Moors were all over the southern part of Europe. They were all over it. I don't know why they did that. So stupid. I know, sad kid. It colorism is, unfortunately, everybody feels like they have to identify with something. I really don't care. Yeah, I understand exactly what he's saying. Or she. Because I don't know if you are a girl or a gentleman. So let me not assume. No, Sad has a point, and I do understand what the point is. I understand. I'm just saying that, it's not going to change how people perceive themselves. Hey, Shake It Up with Shantae. Okay, dude, thank you. I didn't want to assume. I assumed that you were a guy, but then I realized I didn't know, so. But yeah, no, I understand exactly what you're saying. I do. You do have a point, and it's hard, but it's like the way that they run. No, I didn't know. I thought you were a guy, and what I said is that I don't know, so I don't want to assume that you're a guy and you might be a female. That's what I said, because I had been assuming that you were a guy, but I was right, and you are a man. So we're good. We're good. No, but you have a valid point. It's just unfortunate that the society that we live in, it's pretty much you make the decision yourself. Yeah, I saw your profile, and that's why I've been assuming that you were a guy. But Oh, I absolutely agree with that, Miss B Town. I mean, because my dad speaks fluent Spanish, but he's brown skinned. You know, and he knows that his people came from Cuba. So somewhere maybe they came. We obviously somewhere back there. But everybody who has brown skin is not necessarily of African descent. That is very, very true. People make a lot of assumptions about people based on skin color, even though they're not supposed to. Yeah, that's what I was saying. People post up fake profile pictures. I don't, as you can see. I'm the same person that you guys see in my profile picture. But some people do. No, I agree. It should not be forced. Exactly, sad kid. That's what I'm saying. There are trolls out there that, and some of the trolls have pictures, and the picture is not them. They'll have a male or a female up there, and they're not, they have a female up there, but they're a dude. They have a male up there, but they're a female. That kind of stuff. Yeah, sad is just messing with us. Hey, Anna. But I know you're being, I know you're being, we all know there's plenty of trolls. I get trolled on the regular. But in regards to skin color, I totally agree. You can't determine someone's ethnicity by their skin color. How are you doing, Anna? Thank you for coming. Hey, Toya. Thank you for coming back. I am doing well. I am doing well. I'm glad tomorrow is Friday. And payday. Tomorrow's payday. I know. I keep doing these pop-ups on y'all. I know. I'm just, popping up when I can during the day because I'm finding that there's some people, that, can catch me if I come on during the day, and I'm coming on way too late vampire hours for them at night. But I'll still be on tonight. I'll still be on tonight. I might come on a little earlier tonight, though, because I don't have choir rehearsal, because I don't have to sing this Sunday. So I might come on earlier tonight. It just depends on if some of the other chats that I have to mod in come on. Yep. But sad kid, we talked about this. The thing is that people make assumptions by your skin color, which is unfortunate, but that doesn't mean that that's who you are. Okay, Anna. Hey, Rodzilla. How are you? Just hanging out with you guys and working. Usually if I'm working, it's just like quiet unless I have music on or something here. Okay, Anna. I'll see you later on. Thank you. I have the luxury of working from home. Yeah, and most of the stuff that had to be done for today got done yesterday. Exactly, sad. I know. I have cousins who are Black and Filipino. You know? And they don't look, one looks Black, one doesn't. One looks Black, one looks Filipino. You know? So, I understand. You know, and people like kind of do a, used to do it like a double take when they would see them together, even though they were siblings, because one looked Black and one didn't. But then when they would see their parents and seeing that one was Black and one was Filipino, it was kind of explained. So, Hey, Angel. Okay. All right then, Angel. I will see you later. Yeah. Black is really all colors, to be honest. That's what it is. You know. The melanin in our skin comes from the sun. So, and everybody has melanin. So it's just ridiculous that we even go on about this. Even people, the only people who have no melanin are albinos. And they come in all races. So, or all ethnicities. That was created by Europeans. Because before that, it was just based on where you were from versus anything else. Period. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying, Sad. It used to be based on where you were from, not the color of your skin. So if that's the case, then everybody who was born in the United States should just be called Americans. With nothing else. Yep, they have African albinos. Yep. That's what I'm saying. Albinos come from it. There's albinos in every country on the planet, except for maybe on the continent of Antarctica. That would be the only place there probably are no albinos. Hey, Ricky, how are you? Really? That is savage. Maybe, that I think that's some. I think they think that I think because they're rare, they think that there's something special about them. So they think if they kill them and eat them, they'll take on whatever it is. Yeah, that's some crazy barbaric practice. But I get your point. I get your point. To me, Black people in America, we're very confused about what to call ourselves. We don't know what to call ourselves, to be perfectly honest. with you. I know, Sunday, that's what I'm talking about. It's witchcraft and voodoo. Yeah, it is. That's why they have to hide them in some countries because of crazy people. I know, exactly. So that's the thing. It's like, like I said, we don't know what to call ourselves here. And, you know, like on the census, which is coming up, everybody has to pick something. And I always check a couple of boxes because I'm a couple of things. Yeah, I mean, on my mother's side and on my father's side, we know, like my mother's last name came from France. So we know somebody was French. It could have been a slave owner because it was in Louisiana. And then my grandfather's mother came from the Caribbean, but she came from the French Caribbean. And then my dad's family, we only know like about his dad's father's family that they came from Cuba, but we don't know much more than that. And his mom's family, I don't know. Exactly. That's what I'm saying, sad kid. The makeup and the legitimacy of our country is always something that you have to think about questionably because of how some of the lands were obtained. Exactly. My black family don't know nothing about Africa either. They don't know none of that. They don't know none of that. Yeah. And if you think about it, in this country, in the United States, we keep changing what we want to call ourselves because we don't know. I mean, it's gone from, let's see, when I was born, my birth certificate, even though, I'm black and Latino, my birth certificate says I'm Negro. By the time my son was born, it says, everything is it says African American. Because that's the box that they decided that they would put everybody in. Nobody else, nothing else has changed, but then except now you have to distinguish if you are black and not of Hispanic descent or black and of Hispanic descent. I know. It's like the whole colors, all of that came from slavery. All of it came from slavery. None of it existed before that. If somebody was from Kenya, they were Kenyan. If somebody was from Egypt, they were Egyptian. If somebody was from Turkey, they would, whatever you call people from Turkey, a Turk. It was the colonization that made all of the classifications, of colors and races. It doesn't exist in God's eyes. We made it up. Man made it up. You know? But I'm not black. I'm brown. Yeah, so it's like I said, they made up all of the colors, and the whole world went with it. It's a European standard. We all know that. Exactly. Everybody's beautiful, really. It's what is your standard of beauty? What's your standard? Because what your standard of beauty doesn't happen to be somebody else's standard of beauty. That's one of the problems. They decided that darker skin was ugly. They based it on skin color. And it's and now you'll see those same ones that they were calling ugly before. Now they're saying it's beautiful. So, don't know what they want. And hence you have confused people of color, even though all of us are color, but people who are of darker color all around the world, we have a complex about our skin. Doesn't matter where you are, because they over on the continent of Africa trying to bleach their skin. What kind of craziness is that? So it's all because of colonization and colonialism that this all actually exists. That I do know. And people's standards of beauty, is really cultural. But unfortunately, people have shifted their standard of beauty to the European standard of beauty, which is not necessarily a true standard of beauty. Thank you, sad kid. I'm sure it's because of some of that other stuff that got mixed in me generations ago, not to my ancestors' permission, But I'm just a human being, to be perfectly honest with you, and it's unfortunate that we have to deal with, colors on a lot of things. Hey, Stefan! Oh, my goodness. I popped up during the day and you caught me. We're just talking about colonialism and how that really triggered all of the different races and stuff. Could I get that? Man, people are changing the color of their eyes with plastic surgery. Sad kid, but I would never do that if I were you. You can just go get some contacts and you can change them temporarily. But those people who are going and changing their eyes through that surgery, I personally think they're gonna lose their eyesight eventually. I wouldn't do it. And brown eyes are really the best color eyes to have anyway, because your eyes are not as sensitive to the sun as people who have lighter eyes. Oh no, I'm not upset. Yeah, the surgery is permanent, but the places that do that surgery are outside of the country, sad kid. And they don't even, You don't know what kind of medical standards that they're using. You know, I wouldn't risk my sight. You know, to change my eyes to another color. I just wouldn't do it. It's not that serious. No problem, Sunday. I'm so surprised that you caught me doing the day. I decided to do a pop-up, Stefan. I'm just working and talking to y'all. That's all I'm doing. So I don't have on my music right now because my iPad is upstairs. It's not here where I am. It's about to sell us out. Really? No. The thing is that a lot of people... Here's the thing. When people have brown eyes, there are so many different shades of brown eyes. Because my eyes are brown. My son's eyes are brown. They're just a different shade of brown than mine. You know, you have a whole bunch of different shades that are in brown. I don't think there's anybody that really has eyes that are truly, truly like black. So, you know. Is it? It's still late there though. But it's you know, it's evening. It's after supper. No, we sure didn't. We don't have any control over the color of our eyes. And anyway, having lighter eyes is a recessive gene. Most people have brown eyes. Somewhere in there. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Nobody really has black eyes. They just look like they're black, but they're really just really dark brown. Just like nobody really has black skin. Even the darkest person in the world, their skin's still not really black. Not really. It's still a really dark brown. You know? So, I don't even know why we decided to call ourselves black, to be honest with you, because we're not black. Nobody is. It's hilarious to me. It's hilarious to me. Colors are hilarious to me, you know? The fact that they even exist. Exactly. It doesn't exist. There is no such thing as a black person. Just like conversely, there is no such thing really and truly as someone who is really and truly white. Even the light, you know, the whitest albino is not truly white. So, there you have it. Neither one of those colors even exist in human skin color. So, I think the color behind most people's eyes is you always see like the dark ring. So I think that it's black behind everybody's, you know, or dark brown behind everybody's eyes. Because even people who have very light colored eyes, they still have like the dark ring around their eyes. But, you know. Oh, you talking about the white of our eyeball? Yeah. But nobody's eyeball is really white. It's close to. But, you know. I wouldn't get no surgery on my eyes to change the color of my eyes. I might get the surgery on my eyes to make me see better. I might do that, and I'm scary about doing that one. But I might do that so I wouldn't have to wear glasses. How did I get into, I don't know. We were just talking and somehow it rolled into this. Stephanie, you know what happens. I don't, we just start talking about stuff and somehow it rolls into this. Yeah, there are people who have different eye colors. I know somebody who has two different eye colors too. They have one brown and one blue eye. That was what I was saying. It doesn't exist. Neither one exists. That's the hypocrisy of it. That's the hypocrisy of the colorism. That nobody actually is either one of those colors. That's the hypocrisy of it all. So, let me finish this. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm finishing something and I need to move it. I need to move it to another. I need to push something to somebody else on the computer. That's possible. But I know that like with the people that have the eyes different colors and stuff, I think it's some type of genetic mutation. And then they have, a lot of them have like I forget what's going on. Because like that girl that's on YouTube, the girl with the blue eyes that's American and black, for a lack of another word. Her having those blue eyes is a genetic mutation that she inherited from her mother, who has one brown, and one blue eye. And she has like a slight hearing loss. It's some disease. She talked about it on her channel. When you have the eyes that are two different colors, it's a genetic mutation. Yeah. And sometimes they can, she was saying something about that the eyesight deteriorates sometimes with that thing, whatever it is. I know it's so hard. You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard. You can't determine, ethnicity by color. It's all a part of colonialism. The whole world deals with it. Yeah, it's just a sticky situation, because what if you call somebody white or Caucasian and they're not? See? That's why, like, when people apply for loans, like for residential mortgages, they cannot determine the person's ethnicity based on looking at them or by their surname. The person has to willingly tell you what they are, or you can't put it down. You have to leave it blank. you know, and that's under like, like that's under like federal law here in the United States. And a lot of people decline to say their ethnicity. And what I find a lot of times is some of those people are people who are people that are, of African descent or of Latin descent, because even though the thing is blank, on all the applications, the stupid thing is that people still have to present their driver's license, which has your picture on it, But again, you can't make the assumption that the person is anything if they don't choose to put that down. Even on the census that's coming up, you don't have to put yourself into a color, which is crazy. But you have to say something, because they'll come and find you if you don't fill out the census. I know I have friends who are from India who are much darker than me. Hey, Jess So Bless. Which is the reason why colors are stupid. Calling people colors is stupid. Because you can't really do that. How are you, Jess So Bless? But it's something that society has forced on us. Do you for the census? Well, I remember on the last census, we could put down that we prefer not to say. So you can put that down. But the problem with not saying is that it affects the dollars that go to wherever it is that you live if you don't pick something. But people have the right to not say. Yeah, but colors are stupid. To your point, sad kid, they are. Society has forced them on us. But in the Almighty's eyes, they don't exist. Yeah. I don't know why they want to know your religion on censuses. What does that matter? I don't even know why they asked that question. What does it matter? What does it matter? Any more than really what your ethnicity is. What does that really matter? You're a person. They just need to count you. But that's another story. And then, like here in the United States, they're going to be counting people on the homeless on the street somehow too. That should be interesting. Because they're probably going to have a misrepresentation of how many people are actually homeless in our country to downplay the issue, which is right in front of our faces. I'm just pushing this file through, guys. Yeah, me too, Stefan. But we all know why I'm not in there. I can't do pedophiles. Can't do the pedophile priest. Can't do it. Can't do it. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm no longer Catholic and have not been. I've been non-Catholic for about as long as I was Catholic at this point in life. I know. Because of the Church of England, and then half of Ireland is Protestant and half of Ireland is Catholic. Which is crazy, you know, that religion kind of like, and I think it's really more religious politics that split that country up. But for the most part, the UK, the United Kingdom, is Protestant. I don't know any country outside of maybe Italy that claims the country being, you know, like Catholic or anything. I know that a lot of them were, and there may be a lot of Catholics in a lot of countries, but a lot of people have left the Catholic Church. So, myself included. I'm trying to make sure that that information is on here, and I don't see it before I move this loan to the next person. Let me see, is that it? Yep, that's it. Okay, I just want to make sure I was right. Okay, I can move it. Glasgow, Scotland is divided too. I wondered about Scotland. Because in the back of my mind, I vaguely remember that Mary, Queen of Scots, was Catholic. So I vaguely remember, yeah, that would make sense about Scotland too. Yeah, Italy is very Catholic because, yeah, it just is. Yeah, but you have a lot of of Muslims that have transplanted to France, so they've got, you know, some Islam there too. Celtic and Wrangler. No, I heard of but I know that they have like the Druids. Because I know somebody here in the United States that's part of that Druid religion, which is, I didn't even know it still existed, but apparently it does. The Druid. But I've heard of the Celtic, but not that second one, the Rangers. Yeah, I haven't heard of that one. I haven't heard of that one. All right, let me see. I think it's moved. Let me see. And I'm done. Okay, it's gone. Celtic is Catholic. Got it. So that part of Scotland is into the Catholicism thing. Well, people will eventually wake up. You know. Y'all know I'm not really a fan of Catholicism. No offense to those who still practice Catholicism. I just don't, because of things that I know. Can't stay in that church once you know certain things. Wow. That has to be ugly. Wow, that has to be ugly. That could be true. Cause Ireland's divided. They don't seem to care. They could care less. I mean, people don't talk about it, but there still is a Northern Ireland. YouTube it. Yeah. They probably do love it. Oh. Some people just love to hate. You know, they thrive off of it. I wonder what happened to that one. Oh, that's right. That's not ours. Glasgow, yeah. So then that makes perfect sense. Because I don't remember what part of, because is it Northern Ireland that's Catholic, or is that the Protestant part of it? I keep forgetting. Glasgow is a tough city. Wow. And it's just, wow. Yeah. See, it's like people don't even talk about all of the religious conflicts that are going on around the world silently. They rather talk about the fictional one that's going on in the Middle East. But I don't want to get into that too much in daytime. Because every time I talk about it, it makes me mad. You know, it's a lot of stuff going on, but I mean, the Catholic Church keeps hiding their hands on everything. They hide their hands on everything. You know, but people don't want to be in, you know, it's like that, but they're losing their numbers. And I don't understand why people want to hold on so fiercely to it. When you see the lengths that they will go to protect men who do things to children. I have a problem with that. Like I said, and I was raised Catholic. I received almost every single one of the sacraments, you know. But I left because of that. Yeah. I mean, and see, to me, like, I go to church, I read the Bible, you know, I follow God, but I don't belong to a denomination because I was raised Catholic. That's what Catholicism did to me. And I have some friends that they don't do church at all anymore because of Catholicism. And I have friends that have gone to other extremes. Like I have some of my friends that are now 7-day Adventists. They went from Catholicism to 7-day Adventism. You know, one set of rules to another set of rules. I don't even understand that one. But, okay. You want Black Sabbath? I don't really like metal, but I do like Black Sabbath. But I'm not really a metal fan at all. or hard rock. But I do like Black Sabbath. Yep. Like I said, they're like the one group I like that's in that particular genre. But I don't care for the genre, but I like that group, if that makes any sense. Oh, yeah, I'm into everything. I like all kinds of music. The only type of music that I don't particularly care for is heavy metal, really. And then I mean, yeah, that's really the only one. I mean, I'll do classical, I'll do jazz, I'll do rock, I'll do alternative. I don't mind techno, don't mind trap, you know. I know. But half the time you can't understand anything they're saying. And I can't get past all of what I feel is noise and not music. So it's just, it's just a taste in music. That's all. But I'm pretty versatile in music. I know, I love reggae, but I don't really get to hear a lot of reggae anymore here in California. They don't have no, you can't. They don't have hardly any clubs that play it. I know. That's what I'm saying. Classic metal, and that's the only band that I really like. That's the only band that I really like. But, to be fair, I don't really listen to any of the other bands from that era that are metal. I just listen to them because I like some of their records. Nothing. Yeah. Yeah. One of one of the people that I subscribe to, TR Nari, he's like a bass guitarist, and he plays a lot. He posts a lot of Jamaican artists on his channel, so I get to listen to the reggae on his channel. And then there's a couple of artists that have channels on YouTube, but outside of like two or three, they don't really play a lot of the good music from Jamaica. Don't know why. I'm pretty sure it's about the payola though, and who gets airplay. I'm pretty sure it's about that. Checking to see if this other stuff that's supposed to be due today is here. Exactly. Exactly. That's what it is. It's like, like in all genres of music, I like something. you know, I like something, but like with classical, I like a lot of the modern classical music too. Because they're bringing in a lot of nuances that the old composers didn't have. So, and the instrumentation is just like wonderful when you listen to orchestra's playing. Nope, there's nothing there. I don't know why they have this stuff in my queue though, because this is not my team. I do not manage these people. I don't know why their stuff is in my queue. That's really disturbing. Okay, they moved it. That one's still there. I don't know why that's still in my queue. I like Led Zeppelin. But, you know, they're... Yeah. I mean, you know, it just depends on the timing and how they're putting it all together. That's what makes good music. Good music is good music no matter what it is, no matter what genre. What is going on? This is not our stuff. This is the one. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm trying to check something. Okay, so there's nothing available right now, so I'm going to change something. Let me just change something on my computer. Come on. I'm actually going to walk outside with you guys because I need some sun. All right. So now I'm going to take you guys outside with me. I need a break. So I'm walking outside. Just walking outside my front door. Get some sunshine. Ooh, it's sunny out here too. Let's see. All right, can you guys see me? Yeah, it looks like I lost you for a minute there. Okay, so I'm getting ready to get off. I'll be back on later on tonight. What Led Zeppelin song would you suggest I go listen to, Steph? Which song do you think I should listen to? I'll go check some out in the interim. I hope you guys can still see me. I don't know if it's... It looks like it's still going. Okay. So, hopefully you guys can still see me. But I'm getting ready to end it. And I'll be back on later on tonight. So, everybody have a good afternoon. Peace from the West Side. All right, guys. I will see you later. Bye. Okay, I don't know what happened. Oh, here we go. Hey, Chef Styles. Something happened. I was trying to end it, and it didn't end. But I'm back. Just want to say I am ending the stream. I'll be back on later on tonight. It froze up on me. So, I'll see you guys tonight. Peace from the West Side. Bye.